express myself for real. You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know how to do that. And I was looking up to like Tyler the Creator and shit like that at the time. And like, when I was going through high school, it's right through COVID 2020, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, niggas is divided. Niggas wasn't talking to each other. So, you see what I'm saying? And so I'm listening to this shit, like, when Tyler talking crazy and bad shit and shit like that, like, I felt like I was almost in that time period again, bro. Walking through the hallways, bro. Like, I was never bullied. I was never looked at crazy and like that, but like, maybe, I don't know how the fuck I was looked at, but I was listening to some wild ass shit because I could really relate to it at the time. And like, when everybody was so divided, I didn't have anybody to talk to. So like, in my head, like, I got to a really dark place when I was like, probably like 16, 17, where I was at these parties, bro, and I'm seeing people coked out and like, I'm seeing people dead. Like, I'm seeing people on the floor and shit like that. I'm breaking in the cars. Like, my homies is game banging now. Some of the little homies had already killed people at this point. So it's like, now at this point, I'm going to Valley Club and I'm seeing people who's turned up before me when I was going through, when I first met them and shit like that at Valley Club. I've seen them turned up. I'm starting to do some of the same shit. I might not be rapping about it as hard, but when I do rap about it, like, it was real at the time. So it didn't feel like everything I was talking about wasn't cap. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, nothing I was talking about was ever cap. So, Valley, unless you want that gun smoke. This is me trying to be like young boy inside fucking Valley Club. Instead of going for J-Bo, I was like, give me like a Morgan Wallen, like fucking like young boy mesh. I wanted to be wild on the song. You know what I mean? And this was something that was like, it was goofy, but you could still take serious. And people in the studio at the time had fucked with it heavy. So like Lil J and TG and shit like that at the time had noticed me because it was songs like this just being goofy. And so, that's the part later on, because after I go get the verse from A through X3, whenever we're in the studio for Backyard Freestyle, but we got it later on after Beetlejuice, and I got it. I do my verse through BandLab and shit. And what happened after that time period? Let me try to think. At that time, I'm battling between trying to do fucking like this, and I'm talking to this nigga right here. I'm talking to him like, what do I do? Do I do this 90s shit? Do I do this old school shit? Or do I just do this no-brainer shit? Like, this is a freestyle, like, completely. This was just sitting there pushing me in. Like, this was nothing to me, bro. And so, like, it took a lot of battling for me to be like, I fuck with Earl Sweatshirt. I fuck with all these niggas, bro. I fuck with MF Doom. I fuck with, like, Tyler the Creator when he was, like, really talking shit. Like, I fucked with that time period. I fucked with it so much. Like, it was real. It was authentic. Like, I wanted to encapsulate that now. You see what I'm saying? So that's why later you hear in Backyard Freestyles me rapping like Big Pun kind of like, I'm rapping like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm more rapping like, I'm rapping more syllable for syllable than I am for end of word. You see what I'm saying? Before you play something. You know what I mean? Bring some people in, you get to perform type shit. And, well, I bet if anything happens, just look for them, bro. That's all right. But what ended up happening is I see him perform. I go on stage, I perform some bullshit, right? And I remember seeing him looking up to him because his performance was killer. And nigga, like, he went crazy for a small ass crowd. So I made this song because I was confused about how I wanted to be as an artist. And so I went back to Valley Club, depressed, confused about this girl, and confused about myself. And so I made this. Tell me you don't like me. Tell me why I can't have more. But I made it sound more third person. I made it sound more third person because I wanted it to be more like, I wanted it to be able to fit a man and female. That's why I said, like, tell me why your friends tell me not to wife me. Like, it could be a female saying this because it's more obsessive, like a female would be talking. But, like, I was just letting out real anger. You see what I'm saying? They cities, you see, look at me and scream, look, it's Beetlejuice, it's Beetlejuice, it's Beetlejuice, it's Beetlejuice, it's Beetlejuice, it's Beetlejuice. And the reason why I said that is because it's like, at the time between me and this girl and going to school and shit like that, her homegirls walking past me and shit like that, you feel what I'm saying? You know, right, but you know the high school drama shit, so they all staring at me and stuff like that, and I'm walking past them, and it made me feel like I was hideous, bro. It made me question my character. It made me question who I was. And at the time, I was doing a lot of shit, bro. That's why you hear a lot of, like, you know, start hearing more songs and more at Valley Club, and they're kind of more aggressive, and they're just angry, kind of. I didn't send you, I ain't send it to be played, but my first ever song, like, aggressive, was called Peacemaker. And it was me really just screaming in my mama's kitchen with some Apple headphones on BandLab. But,